Pastor Maria from Cultivating Church, and I want to welcome you to our Wednesday reflection. From the beginning, God created human beings to enjoy an intimate and personal relationship with Him. We were designed not only to exist, but to walk in communion with our Creator, to know His heart, and to reflect His love. Although that relationship was broken by sin, God always sought to restore it. He reached out through covenants, through prophets, and promises to recover what had been lost. Finally, He fulfilled His plan of restoration by sending His beloved Son, Jesus Christ. Luke 19:10 says, "For the Son of Man came to seek and to save what was lost." Jesus came to seek and save what was lost, the relationship with God. He did not come only to save us for eternity, but also to show us how to live in communion with God right now. His life was a living testimony of obedience and constant fellowship with the Father. Time and again, He withdrew to pray, to seek the Father's will. In doing so, He showed us that intimacy with God is cultivated daily, every day, not through feelings that are fleeting, but through continued surrender and trust. Intimacy with God requires a decision, a daily choice to draw near to Him, to listen, and to obey. Obedience to God is not a burden, but the natural fruit of closeness with Him. When we know His heart, we desire to walk in His ways. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus revealed the depth of His inner struggle. Not what I want, but what you want, He said. His obedience was costly, yes, but glorious. The cross was His glory because it displayed His perfect obedience to the Father's will. Through His sacrifice, we are invited to share that same intimacy that He had with the Father. Isn't that amazing? Jesus also prayed for unity among His followers, that we may be one as He and the Father are one. This unity is not superficial agreement, but a profound evidence that God dwells among us. It is a visible testimony that Jesus was sent by His Father. This unity is reflected in sharing sorrows and joys, practicing brotherly love, being compassionate and humble, and having the same attitude as Christ. Philippians 2:6 says, "Who, being in very nature of God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to His own advantage." True glory is not found in human achievements, recognition, or success. It is found in obeying the will of God. A united church where each member cultivates an intimate relationship with God is powerful and transformative. The world will recognize Jesus through our unity and our mutual love. Our testimony is not only in words, but in the way that we live together as His body. This transformation begins within each one of us. When we seek intimacy with God, our relationships with others are healed and strengthened. Forgiveness becomes possible. Compassion becomes natural, and love becomes the distinguishing mark of our community. The church becomes a living testimony of God's presence. I invite you to join us this Sunday at Plaza Gates Church at 10:30 in the morning and 5 o'clock in the evening as we explore how intimacy with God leads us to healthy relationships with one another. Together we will learn to walk in communion with God and to reflect His love in our families, our friendships, and our community. Would you pray with me? God, thank You for the privilege that we have of calling You Abba, Daddy. Thank You for sending Jesus to restore what was lost. Help us to remain in close communion with You, just as Jesus did, so that our relationships with others may be whole and healthy. Teach us to obey You with joy, to love one another with humility, and to live as one united body that reflects Your glory. We ask this in the name of Your Son, Jesus, and we all say, Amen. Please take care of yourself. I'll see you on Sunday. God bless you.